Good morning, students. How are you? I am Satbir Singh, computer teacher. Today, we will discuss the unit number 1, that is computer organization and operating system user perspective. In previous class, we have discussed hardware, software, and functionality of the computer, how it works, the characteristics of the computers, then block diagram, then different units and their roles. We have also discussed what is inside our computer and its different components. Then we have also discussed the different measuring units of memory or storage space of our computer. Then we have also discussed about random access memory, that is RAM. Since you know have learnt about all these, today we will discuss about operating system. You know very well the softwares are divided into three categories like system programs, application programs, and utility programs. Then one of them is that operating system. It falls into the category of the system programs. Since you know very well, different companies are designing different type of softwares like Windows, Linux, Unix, DOS, Solaris, Mac OS. These are the operating systems which acts as an interface between the user and the hardware machines. It manages or governs all type of works that are done by our computer, and it also controls and manages all hardware and software resources which are attached to your computer. So we can say that whatever the action done by in our system by the different devices, all these are governed by the operating system. Like if you want to divide it into the different, then operating system becomes the main base, or you can say the interface of the system that governs all softwares, hardwares, and different users that's who are using it. Then if we just count the functions of an operating system, what are those? First of all, the processes. The processes which are done by our system. Second, the file management, memory management. These are the resources that are managed by the operating system. Next, it also provides the communication between the user and that hardware machines, because it works as the medium of communication between the users, because the computer do not understand our own language and we also do not understand its binary language, which is in the form of zeros and ones. So to categorize it, then there are the different diagrams which represents the functioning of the operating system. Then there are the different works that communication manager. Communication manager means you can say it is it manages the communication needs of the system and communicate with the personal peripheral devices or internet are addressed by the operating system. Each and every peripheral device like printer, mouse, monitors, etc. These are input output devices which are recognized by this operating system, and then give it will accept responses as well as give responses to all these devices. The resource management. If we are working on a computer system, that it is predominantly dependent upon how its resources are being managed. ये बात जो है सबसे ज़्यादा मैटर करती है कि ये जो है किस तरह से जो कि हमारे जो डिफरेंट रिसोर्सेज हैं, either they are in the form of hardwares and softwares, how these are managed by our system. Because your CPU also have the different components, different files, secondary storage devices, input units, output units, all are governed by or managed by the operating system. Then process management. A process is a program currently executing in the memory और वेटिंग फॉर द सीपीयू. अब प्रोसेसेस क्या होती हैं, देखिए, जो भी वर्क्स एक टाइम पर जो है हमारे सिस्टम के अंदर होते हैं, चाहे वो एक्टिव एक्टिव मीन्स उस टाइम पर आप उसको रन कर रहे हैं, एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं, और दे आर वेटिंग मीन्स ये क्या भी और कुछ टाइम के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं आपके सीपीयू की. दीज आर नोन एज प्रोसेसेस एंड ऑल दीज आर आल्सो मैनेज्ड बाय द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, और इनको भी जो है कंट्रोल में रखता है आपका ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. दैट इट कम्स मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट. For the process is to be executed, it has to be uploaded into the computer's memory. As you know that our all programs are not stored into the RAM. Only the active programs comes to the memory of the computer. Otherwise, they are stored on the secondary storage devices. Whenever you open a program, then it comes into the memory only. And as soon as you close it, then it will swap out from the memory. That is why it is also known as the memory management softwares. Then file management. Operating system takes care of all the files and folders which are maintained on the computer disk. अब हमारे सिस्टम के अंदर जो है कौन कौन सी फाइल्स हमने सेव करके रखी हुई है, किस फोल्डर में रखी हुई है, एंड व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट डिवाइस disk fragmentations like C part, D part, E part. These partitions are also managed by our operating system. क्योंकि जो फाइल्स हमारी जहां पर स्टोर होती है उसकी एक लोकेशन होती है, मीन्स उसका एक एड्रेस होता है, एंड इट्स स्टार्टिंग एंड एंडिंग एड्रेस, सो दैट द नेक्स्ट फाइल कैन बी स्टोर्ड ऑन द नेक्स्ट लोकेशन. तो इन सभी का जो रिकॉर्ड आल्सो केप्ट बाय द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. So we can say that it also works as the file manager. Then different type of operating systems. Since you know very well, we have lot of type of operating systems are available by the different companies, but they are also categorized into the different categories. First of all, single user and multitasking. Single tasking and multitasking means if it is the single tasking operating system allows execution of only one single program at a given instant of time. जो हमारा होता है सिंगल टास्किंग का मतलब क्या है कि एक टाइम पर जो है एक ही वर्क को सपोर्ट करता है, उसको हम जो है सिंगल टास्किंग ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बोलते हैं. इफ अ सिस्टम दैट अलाउ अस टू एग्जीक्यूट मल्टीपल टास्क्स एट द सेम टाइम, दैट इज नोन एज multitasking operating system. Then it comes multi-user and single user. Single user means single user operating system allows only one user to use the system. The desktop systems can be classified by the typical single user operating systems. Means क्या है भाई, इसके अंदर जो है सिर्फ एक ही यूजर जो है यूज कर सकता है. The software cannot be shared by the others. And multi-user, in multi-user operating systems, it allows us to be used by the multiple users. They can access the programs by connecting one computer with another so that the multiple users can access them. Then it comes real-time operating system. Real-time means, students, if you ever make transactions through ATM cards or debit cards, you can say that if you are doing such type of transactions once, then your account will be automatically updated. At which country, at which part of the country you have make a transaction, it will be updated all over wherever your account is accessed. भाई जहां पर आपके अकाउंट्स एक्सेस होंगे वहां पर जो है वो ऑटोमेटिकली जो है अपडेट हो जाता है. Means operating system which ensures that the response time is fixed as categorized as real time operating systems. जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जो है जैसे ही आपने कोई चेंज किया, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट इट इज अपडेटेड एवरीवेयर. दैट इज known as the real-time operating systems. They are intended for the application where data needs to be processed quickly. जहां पर जो है हमें डाटा की जल्दी से क्विक चेंजेस की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, क्विक रिस्पॉन्सेज की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, वहाँ पर जो है इस तरह के सॉफ्ट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जो है वो एक की रोल प्ले करते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल एन एयरक्राफ्ट मिसाइल सिस्टम्स मस्ट फायर एज सुन एज रिसीव्स द सिग्नल्स फ्रॉम द एनिमी एयरक्राफ्ट। मीन्स जैसे ही उसको सिग्नल मिलता है, कोई ट्रांजेक्शन होता है, इट विल अपडेट और it will respond back as soon as it gets any signals, and they are basically used for the different artificial intelligence, or you can say in real life that automated machines जो है, जो आपके ATM machine जो है, it is also an example for like of this type of operating systems. Then it comes batch processing operating system. In this batch processing system, the similar jobs are clubbed together and submitted to a block to the processor for the execution. इसमें एक होता क्या है कि जो बैच प्रोसेसिंग है, इसमें जो कि सिमिलर तरह की जो जॉब्स होती हैं, द जॉब्स विच आर सिमिलर टाइप, कि जो सिमिलर वर्क्स हमारे होते हैं उनका जो है एक बैच बना दिया जाता है, एंड देन आफ्टर कलेक्टिंग दैट बैच इज प्रोसेस्ड बाय द प्रोसेसर। और उसके बाद क्या है, जब वो बैच पूरा क्रिएट हो जाता है, उसको जो है बाद में जो है विदाउट द इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ द यूजर, द प्रोसेसर विल एग्जीक्यूट देम वन आफ्टर अनदर। That is known as the batch processing system. User intervention is minimal in such type of systems. Means the users have very less role in such type of systems. The jobs are picked one by one and executed. The system will take the jobs one after another and they will be executed after all these. Means you can say the single task operating system executes only the single task at a time, and multitasking operating system can allow you to execute more than one task at a single time. Like suppose if you are just working on the system, then you cannot open any other program also, that is single task. And if you are just working on the system, you are playing music as well as you are just given the command for the printouts, then it is multitasking operating systems. Then it comes multi-user and single user. Single user, only one user can work on the system, and in multi-user the same software can also be shared on the networking. Then the multiple CPU can use the same operating system, that is known as the multi-user operating systems. Then it comes real-time operating systems. Means such operating system ensures the response time, which responds quickly as soon as they get the input. Then they also produce and updates the information as quickly as they get the input. And the batch processing systems, they first create the batches of the similar jobs. When the job is collected together, then it will execute them one after another without the interference of the users. So you can say that these are the different type of operating systems that can be useful in the different places or as per the requirements that can be used and utilized by the users as per their requirements. तो स्टूडेंट्स, उसके बाद जो कि हमारा आता है एक्सरसाइज पोर्शन, यू कैन जस्ट कंप्लीट इट एंड कैन सबमिट. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, it's like this, your chapter is over. Thank you and have a nice day.